You think the Epstein files are a 21st century legal drama? You think Diddy's freak-offs are just Hollywood decadence? Please. You're looking at the tip of the iceberg. This didn't start with a flight log. It started with a vow. When looked at humanity and said, I will corrupt them. It doesn't matter if you believe this or not. His worshippers do. And that's why we are here. So welcome. If you're new to this channel, then I am the criminal. And we talk here about everything that is mysterious. If we think of this as a pyramid, then at the bottom there is the masses. Scrolling, liking, arguing in comments like FBI agents with zero salary about pineapple on pizza like it's some kind of geopolitics. In the middle, there is the puppet. People who quote sources, but the source is their cousin's barber. They want you to do your own research. And the research is a TikTok with Subway Surfer gameplay. At the top, the cult. Step 1 in his strategy, build a doctrine. Find a community so rotten that they believe that to bring forth their savior, the Antichrist, they need to feed the ancient gods. We're talking Baal, we're talking Moloch. Old names for the same hunger. There is a brand named after him. There is a whole city named after him in Lebanon. Baalbek, which means Lord Baal in Lebanon. But how do you scale that cult? How do you scale that community? How do you control a king who doesn't want to bend the knee? Simple. You use honey traps. If a leader is tough, you don't fight him. You marry into him. That's how they started gaining power in the beginning. You send a worshipper to become the wife, the spy. Wealth, power, and a bedroom camera. It's the ultimate insurance policy. And if they are easy to buy, you just promise them the world. Give them a taste of the forbidden. And then click, the shutter closes. You're owned. Step 2. Meet the HR department, short for horny rats. Epstein was the suits guy. He handled the presidents, the billionaires, and the scientists. The men who moved the borders. What about Diddy? He handled the singers, the actors, the influencers. And when they sense some resistance from an influencer, what do? He'll find himself married to a wife who's essentially their spy to eventually blackmail you. Just like Charlie Kirk's wife and the Tate brothers.
I just told you I'm dating an Israeli girl right now. She's Israeli.
And JFK, all of them were with Israeli women. But what about the ones who still said no in the end? The ones who wouldn't get in the tub or board the plane. They get the Kennedy treatment.
Oh gosh.
Eliminated, replaced by a tool who already has a file. So the big question, if they have been winning in the shadows for so long, why release the files now? Is it justice? Don't make me laugh. Why was it right after America's refusal to go into war with Iran? Epstein was caught in 2019, not now. The US and Trump were so afraid of getting into war with a nuclear power like Iran. Coincidentally, Trump was among the few in these files that actually had footage with Epstein. So was releasing the files a friendly reminder of what's still in the vault? Was it them telling Trump not to think, that we think for you, you just follow our orders? The war with Iran is a very important milestone for them. They believe that the Antichrist will emerge from Isfahan in Iran. That's why they are mad set on this war, for the grand finale to come. Was the release of the files just a great distraction? Maybe they sense that people are waking up. Protests against war are threatening the system. Spain, Italy, Germany, the US, the UK. What's better than a politician's veto scandal? To keep you from looking at the massacre they are doing, slaughtering hundreds of thousands, is a necessary blood ritual for the emergence of the Antichrist. They've made the apocalypse cinematic because they know you love a good show. So are you gonna keep munching on the popcorn? Stay awake or don't? Baal doesn't care either way, as long as you stay silent. Write in the comments what you think.